Okay, we're going to use implicit differentiation to find the first derivative of this non-function. And notice, one thing you might want to notice is this term right here. You have two functions. You have negative 5x times y squared. So there's going to be a product rule when you do the derivative. Also notice we have the constant on the left and then a 4x squared. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to move these two terms. So I'm going to subtract 4x squared on both sides, which gives me this. I'm going to subtract 2. Now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and take the derivative of both sides. And then remember, we have a product rule. So it might be worth your time to first of all write the product rule formula, f times g prime plus g times f prime, and then write what each of those are. F of x is negative 5x, so its derivative is negative 5. G of x is y squared. Remember, this is implicit differentiation. So when you take the derivative of g, you get 2y, but you have to tack on that dy dx. Okay, so we're going to first get started by doing this product rule. So negative 5x times g prime, which is 2y dy dx, plus g. And notice, because we're multiplying it by g, we haven't tacked on a dy dx because we're not taking the derivative of this, times f prime. All right? Then you're going to take the derivative of this term, the derivative of this term, the derivative of this term. And those you know how to do pretty easily. All right. You know the drill. We need to get this dy dx by itself. It would first be a good idea to simplify. So negative 5x times 2y, simplify that. Y squared times negative 5, simplify that. That would be probably a good idea to do that as a first step. And then we're going to get this term by itself. So we're going to add 5y squared and 9x squared and 8x to both sides, giving us this. Once we have the dy dx term by itself, we're just going to divide both sides by that negative 10xy. We don't want a negative sign in the denominator. CUDA software might have allowed it, but typically we don't want to leave that there. So essentially you multiply every single term by negative 1, or just essentially you're just changing all of the signs. Or a better way to do that, this whole positive divided by this negative is a negative, so you bring the negative sign out front. So just like that. Alrighty, that's it for this one.